Yes, he does. Yes, they do. Welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we're bringing in vibes from Jamaica. And that's what it's been doing. I've started recording like twice before, and all it's doing is cutting off. So Mercury retrograde, you pick your pick. This is exactly what is happening, but it can't affect me from reading for you. It's just that we're not going to have more music right now. Yeah, it just keeps cutting off. So you know what? I'm going to proceed without it. Okay, I'm going to proceed without it. I mean, I pre-shuffle these cards, but I like to shuffle on camera for you guys. All right, so before we start our main reading, I have a message. Divine counterparts, because this is what I'm going to call you guys now, because there are a couple DMs watching as well. So divine counterparts, March is going to be a very powerful month, because, you know, the retrograde brings, you know, people back. People come home. And when divine counterparts are near to union, anything can happen, especially in terms of spiritual forces that may want to interfere, karmic forces that may want to interfere, anything like that. So your job, especially this month, is to be strong. Some of you have counterparts that are unawakened. They may not be able to protect themselves from interference. Let's call it that, interference. So, I mean, it's your soul as well. So it's up to you to protect the union. So if it is that you pray, you meditate, whatever it is, you make some kind of intercession, the Archangel Michael prayer, that's very powerful as well. Whatever you need to do, you need to protect yourself and also to protect the union. So when you pray, and you know, Charlotte always advises after you pray or after you meditate, you imagine this circle of light or this bubble that encloses both you and your counterpart in, and you really seal it with all that love and light and energy. Okay, so you're being asked to get into King of Fire and Queen of Fire mode, to harness the power given to you, especially within the spiritual realm. So you pray, you meditate, raise your vibration so that you can protect both yourself and your counterpart. So Magician and High Priestess, you need to reveal yourself. You need to come out, because you must protect the lovers. There's going to be lots of interference. Lots of interference. You just have to vibrate high, be strong, and protect the union. Okay? So let me try playing the song again. Let's get some vibes going. And then we are going to go into our main reading. Okay? So let's see if it's going to start this time. If not, then I'm just going to read. So let's see. At least. Okay, so it's going to have interference right through. Okay, so let's just do our reading. It can't stop me from functioning. Okay. So let's do this. Divine Spirit of Love and Light. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with the karmic situation. I think the last time we met, he was trying to figure out how to extract himself from his self-made prison. So we see that he's very much in the same mode as last time. I think we got this as well, which is the Star card in reverse. He's not seeing any hope in the situation. He knows that the only way is out. Okay, so that's a Star in reverse. He knows there's no love being offered here, and surely he doesn't want to receive any love from here. He has already identified his eternal love. He knows exactly where he needs to go. He knows he needs to come home. He knows he needs to come home. Okay? They know this. And he is in full cognizance of the fact that he screwed up. He screwed up. In his mind, he's not even sure if he can go back to his DF. But I'm sure he's certainly going to try. He's just grieving. He can't believe he made so many wrong choices. He just really doesn't know the path forward. He knows he needs to go home, just doesn't know how to get there. Has no idea how to get there. Okay. In his heart space, there's no passion. He's only thinking about all the deception, all the sneakiness that happened in this relationship. And that's why he no longer wants this commitment. He got his just desserts. He really did. He got his just desserts. Right? He got his just desserts. He was there playing Mr. Player, Mr. Casanova. And she showed him all the sneaky behavior, all the deception. And that's why their union, that commitment that they have, is no longer. The karmic debt has been paid off. It is time for them to part ways. She has her soulmate and he has us. It is time to move into their destiny, onto their fated paths. Okay, so what can we expect from this connection? Let's call that this connection by the next time we meet. What can we expect? Okay, so he's out of hermit mode. He's done all the reflection that he wanted to do. He's out of hermit mode now. He knows exactly where he needs to go. He knows who he needs to be with. He's just waiting for everything to unfold, to unravel here, especially the legalities that may be involved. Okay, so that's what he's really thinking about. What else can we expect? Okay, we can expect that they're going to be thinking about the family. Anything that impacts the children, anything that impacts the family unit that was built, that's what they're going to be unraveling at the moment. Right. He's also thinking about how does he realize this happy family life that he's always imagined. He knows it's not going to come from here because there's no love, there's only sneakiness. So he's trying to figure out, how do I actualize this without hurting unnecessarily, especially the children that are involved in this connection? Because he knows he wants to give his DF some love. And he knows he has to send this message. He's looking to send a message out of the connection to someone else. Let me get another card on that. Yeah. He wants to tell his DF all about the toxic situation. He wants to tell her everything. And that it's over. He no longer wants a cycle in this connection. He wants this connection to be over. Because that's the only way he's going to come out of this heartache and betrayal that he now feels. He must tell her everything. This is why this Page of Wands is here. He must tell her everything that happened, all the lies, all the sneaky behavior, all the secrets, everything about the karmic relationship. He must tell her, because this is the only way that he can heal. That he can heal himself and also heal the union with his DF. Okay? Because ultimately he wants to give her some love, and she does it. The DF does as well. He wants to give his DF some love, and the DF definitely has love to give. Okay? So let's look at the divine union. What's going on? Solid offer in the material world. That's what's on his mind. Marry him. That's what he's going to ask. It's about commitment now. Okay. So, in their headspace, what are the divine counterparts thinking about? Okay. They're thinking about all the secrets that separate you guys. They're also thinking about their shadow selves and how the shadow self really impacted the direction that this relationship took. So we have Cancer energy right off the bat. So somebody unable to do their shadow work, unable to use their intuition, and that really impacted upon the relationship. And this is what he's thinking about. He's really reviewing everything that has happened and recognizing the role that he played in it. Yeah. He's really comparing, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. He's really comparing the karmic relationship to the divine union, and how very burdensome the karmic relationship was. And he's recognizing now that he must release this burden. He must release the burden from the karmic relationship in order to move forward. This union was one that healed and not burdened him, that made him progress and didn't weigh him down. He's now recognizing that. He's also made a decision. He's no longer torn between two lovers. He's no longer juggling. He has made a decision. This is the Lovers in reverse. Usually love is upright, a choice between two. No, he's made his decision. He knows exactly who he wants to be with. He knows. Sorry, let me just move this out of the way. Sorry about that. He knows. And that's why he got rid of the karmic. We have the Lovers and the Devil side by side. He's gotten rid of the karmic. In his heart space. What's in his heart space? Seven of Swords. He's thinking about all that sneaky behavior. But he's also thinking about sneaking away from the karmic relationship as well. But I really do believe that he's reviewing all the sneaky behavior. He's reviewing his self-deception, because for most of the contact he had with his DF, he pretended not to give a fuck. He pretended not to care. He had this cold, hard mask in place. And basically, acted like if nothing was there, like he felt nothing. Because he didn't want to be vulnerable. Because of his pride, because of his ego, because of his programming and what he thought a man should be. As far as he's concerned, men don't express their emotions, do they? Makes them soft, right? So he's really regretting keeping on that mask and not letting his DF know the true extent of his emotions. He's thinking about all the deceptive things that he did. He's thinking about now the burden of bringing the truth to her. How do I do that? Is she still going to love me? Is she going to stay? She may forgive me, but will she stay? These are the things that really are racing through his mind. Is it worth being vulnerable for? And there's such just a large chance of rejection. What else is in his heart space? He's thinking about an end to conflict and an end to interference in this relationship, especially from outside parties. Because when we have the Five of Swords like this, it very much looks like the Four of Wands with somebody interjecting themselves in the middle. Right? So I really interpret this as, factors external to the relationship bring conflict into it. So he really wants to put an end to this. And knows that the only way he can do that is to step into his Emperor energy and really set boundaries. What else is in his heart? Page of Pentacles. There is a delay in bringing this apology to the DF. I'm getting the feeling here that he's really focusing on the fact that he may not have anything material to offer. And I'm also thinking that there's also a child that he's considering. And this has caused the bulk of the delay in coming towards his DF. It isn't the karmic. It's the child that's in the union. Or the project, because children are also projects. It could be business projects. It could be business projects as well. I'm getting that. It's a business project, the child in the union, the ties that bind. I keep saying that. The ties that bind, this is what is causing the delay. It's not his emotions. He's well aware what he wants to do. He's well aware where he belongs. It's not that. It's the ties that bind now. And of course, the lies and the secrets. He also wants to come out of this energy of grief. That grief that he felt when he thought that he didn't have another chance with his DF. He's trying to come out of this energy right now. And the only way he can do that is to remove the external influences and put an end to his sneaky behavior. He has to tell the DF everything. And that's no small feat. Especially for those DMs that were pathological liars. Now he has to tell you everything. What's blocking this relationship right now? The Tower. He is having some kind of tower moment where his whole structure, not just his physical environment, but his emotional self, is going through a total destabilization so that he can be rebuilt. This is the end of all his old programming. This is the end of himself. The old self. This is death to the old. This is total destruction. This is the power of Mars and Pluto. I think we got this card last time in the same position as well. So he's being rebuilt. And to rebuild yourself, you have to be destroyed to the ground, raised to the ground, and then rebuilt on solid foundation. So this is exactly what's happening with him here. A re-engineering of the divine masculine. And it's a re-engineering that's being done by the divine. This is divine intervention. What else is blocking this relationship at the moment? What else is blocking the connection? The truth. The truth. Can he do it? Can he bring this truth that he knows he must bring to his DF? This is what is blocking. The truth. The truth. The Page of Wands. A lot of youth. So I'm really thinking children. The children and a lack of communication. And this is what is blocking this union. It's communication and children. Projects. And him not stepping into his emperor mode. Him not giving up his control issues. This is what is blocking this union at the moment. He's still not stepped into his emperor energy. So what can we expect from him by the time we meet again? He's going through a lot of indecision right now, which is so different from the last reading that we had. In the last reading that he had, he was fully in emperor energy. But I get the feeling that his emotions are in flux. You know, 1 minute he knows exactly what he has to do. And the other minute he's doubting that he can even do it, that he can even manifest this. Because he's still being rebuilt. So his emotions are in flux. He knows he wants to be with his divine feminine. He knows this. How to get there, whether he can bring the truth, not too sure. Okay, when I get them sideways, I read upright. But he's determined to come forward. This is King of Wands. This is action. This is an action guy. This is also passion as well. And it's also about him stepping into his divinity. Recognizing that he is not just a creature of the physical, running after lust, drinking, and all that kind of stuff. He's a divine being. So this is what he's working on right now. And I think this is what his Tower moment is all about. It's about connecting himself with Source. Being that masculine counterpart to the Queen of Fire. The DF is already, she's in her Queen of Fire mode. He now has to rise to the occasion. This is what he's working on right now. So he's stepping into his King of Fire energy. And he's allowing the divine to really balance this relationship off. He has surrendered to the divine. This is surrender. Surrendering to the divine. And this is what he's doing here as well. He is ensuring, or rather believing in the power of the divine to really balance off this connection and to bring it together. And we see here this angel balancing the elements, balancing Mercury and Venus, the masculine energy and the feminine energy. This could also be a special message for those who have counterparts who are related to Mercury, like for example Virgos and Geminis, Mercury, and they have counterparts who are Libra and Taurus, because it's Mercury and Venus. So that might be a special message here. I'm really drawn to that today. That might be a special message here. So those divine unions that have, you know, as a masculine energy, Gemini and Virgo, and then the feminine energy, Taurus and Libra. I'm really getting that message there today, that this may be a special message. But either way, this is the blending of the masculine and feminine energy, the balancing of the masculine and feminine energy, not just in the connection, but also within self. So this is what's happening with him right now. And this is what's happening with you. It's about getting balanced. One last card, and then we're going to get some messages. Yeah. King of Pentacles. He's ready to make this offer. By the time we meet again, he's going to be ready to make this offer. Look at him here. His head bowed. He's trying to figure out. No. He's recognizing the treasure that is the divine feminine. It's even greater than this pentacle that's in his hand. Look at it. Because it's filled with divine fire. He's recognizing that material gain and the material world does not compare to that which is spiritual. This is his karmic relationship. This is the divine union. This is the material world. This is the riches of the divine. He's not recognizing what's really important. I'm drawn to all the green as well. So a lot of heart healing taking place. He's really stepping into and recognizing his emotions. Still a bit guarded because this pentacle is also guarding his chest area. It's also guarding his solar plexus. So he is working on getting the confidence to come forward. Because now he feels he has something to offer. Okay. Let's get some messages from the divine counterparts. This is my divine counterparts and separation deck. I'm trying to get it ready for purchase by the end of April. I'm just doing some tweaking at the moment, but in the meantime we're going to use it on this channel. Let's get 3 messages, please. Spirit, may we have 3 messages from the DM's higher self, from the divine counterpart's higher self. Okay. We got this last time as well. And we got this last time as well, didn't we? He wants you to know that he has been illuminated. He now understands what this union is all about. He has gotten some downloads from the divine. And he's recognizing that unlike any other connection that he's ever had, this one is something that is divinely guided and fills him with a lot of hope and a lot of light. For the first time, the darkness of his soul is being penetrated by the light. And he's been fully illuminated. He's understanding this journey. And he's moving towards the light. He also wants you to know that you are his world. And his greatest wish is to have another chance with you. And he's trying to manifest this. You see the shaman here? He's trying to manifest this. So don't think that he's just there being confused and holding his head. No. He's actively trying to manifest this. In both realms. In both the earthly realm and the spiritual realm. And the same card that came out last time, in the same position, he wants you to wait on him. I ain't know about that. But I'm just delivering the message. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just delivering the message. He wants all of you. You heard it yourself. Okay? I didn't say so. He said it through John Legend. He wants all of you. Let's now get a message from this Heart and Soul deck that was donated by Ovia. And in fact, this deck was donated by I think Leroy. I have to double check. No, Ovia, I think, yeah, Ovia donated this deck as well. Alright, so let's just get 2 cards. What is the DF? What should the DF or divine counterpart watching this video be working on to manifest union? Okay.